Welcome back to Mpwf War, ladies and gentlemen. This is DJ Johnny Feelgood on commentary, and we continue this matchup between two good friends as Tommy Douglas and Richard Hawkins go at it, and it has been a hell of a matchup thus far, as Tommy Douglas now sets up for a huge German suplex, and he connects there on Richard Hawkins. These guys have been going at it, reversing technical move after technical move, and it has been splendid to watch these two go at it. And Tommy Douglas finds himself in control right now as Richard Hawkins, who is in some serious trouble, as Tommy Douglas goes for the Douglas bomb. And he connects there on Richard Hawkins. I'm afraid this matchup is over, ladies and gentlemen, as Tommy Douglas goes for the cover from the Douglas bomb. Oh, wait. Richard Hawkins able to get the shoulder up. Hawkins will not die in this matchup. Hawkins understands the importance of winning this contest. He needs a victory here in the MPWF. He hasn't had one since bragging rights. He needs this matchup. And oh, Tommy Douglas fights back with a net breaker, and he will not give it to him. But Richard Hawkins getting up. Richard Hawkins now. Oh, wait. Go for that double underhook Kambashi DDT. No, never mind. He just hits a regular DDT, but with vicious impact as Richard Hawkins goes for the cover. And oh, bad break for Hawkins as Tommy Douglas able to get his hand on the rope. And oh, Douglas going around with a waist lock now, trying to slow down the action a bit here. And oh, wait. Nice reversal there by Tommy Douglas. Richard Hawkins out right towards him. Oh, Douglas catching him back in a headlock. And Tommy Douglas is slowing down the momentum because he doesn't want Richard Hawkins to pick that pace back up. Once Hawkins picks that pace up, this matchup will be turned around completely, and there's a nice forearm smash off the top rope by Douglas. And oh wait. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, here comes the second Douglas bomb in this matchup as Richard Hawkins gets dropped on his face for a second time. I'm afraid, ladies and gentlemen, again, as I said before, it wasn't over. This time it will be. 1, 2, 3. And Tommy Douglas wins this matchup. That was a hell of a contest between those two, ladies and gentlemen. They left it all in the ring tonight. Two friends coming out here to prove a point, and they both did. Unfortunately for Richard Hawkins, he was unable to pick up the victory, but Tommy Douglas on this night was able to pin his friend. I mean, Douglas is now definitely in line to perhaps challenge for the United States Championship once again. You can see the elation on Tommy Douglas's face, and they said that they were going to put on one hell of a match, and they did just that. This crowd here in Nashville, Tennessee, definitely happy about that matchup. And now Tommy Douglas gonna pick up his friend here, help Richard Hawkins out. Oh! Richard Hawkins with a shot to the gut. Now Richard Hawkins attacking Tommy Douglas, and for what reason is this? Richard Hawkins, being a sore loser, attacking his supposed best friend. And now, oh wait, there's Helios Christ. Where the hell is Helios Christ? It is pitch black and well, Helios Christ just told Brian Adams that he made a mistake in challenging Carnage for the main event tonight. That's a match I cannot wait for. Helios Christ believes that the darkness will take over, and it certainly has seemed that way. But I mean, Richard Hawkins just assaulted Tommy Douglas, but now we're here with the tag team champions backstage. That's very true. The Goth Society certainly is one of the best tag teams in the MPWF, and certainly one of the best tag teams in all of core wrestling. And there's the Brit and Dagger speaking his mind to the Super Sparks brothers, and I guarantee you they're not going to be happy about that whatsoever. But we'll see Tony Sparks represent them in this tag team series match that's coming up next. And here comes the first member of this matchup. So ladies and gentlemen, there was 4 tag team matches that took place last week. The 4 teams in advance had to pick one member to represent their team in a Fatal 4-Way elimination match that will be taking place this week. The winner of this Fatal 4-Way elimination match, their team will go on to face the Goth Society at Backlash for the MPWF Tag Team Championships. And I can tell you right now that Tony Sparks, he is not happy at all with the comment that was just made by Dagger. I mean, you can see that on his face as he makes his way to the ring. This crowd here in Nashville, Tennessee obviously ain't happy to see him. Very arrogant, very cocky as him and his brother Ryan Sparks. But I mean, they are damn good at what they do. They are one of the best tag teams in the MPWF for sure, and they are definitely favorites to win this matchup. But here a man who was drafted to MPWF War last week, his partner Reese Bobby ended up going to Annihilation, so Hector Rodriguez does not have a partner for this matchup. It is Rodriguez who will win this matchup if he does, and then he'll have to pick a partner to face the Goth Society at Backlash. He is the current reigning Cruiserweight champion of the MPWF, and I mean, completely changed things on Annihilation when he brought over a championship to the War brand. We've yet to see a Cruiserweight championship match yet on War, but I assure you that will take place sooner than later.
Black stripe, yellow paint.
I mean, Hector Rodriguez is the youngest superstar in the MPWF. I mean, it's amazing to see that with the 3 youngest superstars in the MPWF, we're all a part of the War brand, 2 of which are competing in this matchup tonight. I mean, Hector Rodriguez is definitely confident in his abilities, and I mean, he believes that he can win the tag team titles by himself. What he said to me before the show is that he guesses he's going to have to pick a partner when he wins this matchup. So again, you can see the confidence in Rodriguez as he believes that he will leave this match for sure victorious and head to Backlash to challenge the Goth Society for the MPWF Tag Team Championships. And here is a fan favorite, a very popular superstar, the 3rd youngest superstar of the MPWF, Lethal Mathematics, who thought he was going to be teaming with his brother Sean Stevens, as we saw a reunion between the Rated R Connection. That's a year in the making. We hadn't seen them team with each other in over a year because they were on separate brands. They reunited for a day, and unfortunately Sean Stevens went to Annihilation, and we couldn't see them continue that reunition here on MPWF War, if that's even a word. But Lethal Mathematics is certainly one hell of a competitor. I mean, he's the first ever YouTube champion of the MPWF, a 2-time YouTube champion, former United States champion. I mean, this guy's competed for the MPWF championship before. He definitely knows how to get it done in the ring. I mean, tonight I think this matchup favors Lethal Mathematics because, well, he's probably the best one-on-one superstar in this matchup, in my opinion. But here is a man who has wreaked havoc over the last week here in the MPWF, Satos, and you can tell by the reaction of this crowd that they are not happy to experience the darkness taking over at all. Him, Systematic Carnage, and Helios Christ have completely changed the face of MPWF War, and now the Princes of Darkness can head towards MPWF Backlash and challenge for those tag team championships if Satos can win this Fatal 4-Way elimination match. Oh, Brian Adams from behind taking out Clown Devil Satos. Well, I didn't even see Brian Adams come out from behind him, and he took him down. Satos now out on the ramp, the 3 men inside the ring watching as the action goes on and all. Here's Adams beating down Satos down by the stage. Oh, look at this. Brian Adams looking to destroy Satos, and hang on a sec. Oh my goodness, Brian Adams just powerbombed Satos off the stage. Satos landing spine first. Brian Adams has just taken Satos out of this match, and I've been told that this is now a triple threat elimination matchup. It's going to be Tony Sparks, Hector Rodriguez, and Lethal Mathematics going at it in a 3-way dance, a triple threat match here tonight on MPWF War. Oh, Lethal Mathematics with a drop kick knocking down Tony Sparks, and now there's an elbow. Wow, what a way to start this matchup. Satos was taken out by Brian Adams, so Brian Adams obviously didn't take heed to what Helios Christ said. Now Sparks on the top rope, and Sparks go for an elbow. And it would probably be smart of Rodriguez and Tony Sparks to work together and take Lethal Mathematics out of this matchup. That's probably their best bet. But I mean, both these men have huge egos. I don't know how long that's going to stay in check in this matchup. And you can see the double team by both men right now. I mean, Lethal Mathematics, the biggest man in this matchup. Hector Rodriguez, clearly you can see that he is the smallest, already taking out Tony Sparks. That double team lasted for a little bit. Oh, there's a springboard senton to the outside of the ring here by Hector Rodriguez. Mathematics now looking to go high risk as Mathematics with an elbow there on Tony Sparks as he's getting a beat down by both men thus far. So all 3 of these guys, young, great athletes. Tony Sparks still pretty young himself, and Hector Rodriguez sending Tony Sparks into those steel steps rather unceremoniously. And Lethal Mathematics with a German suplex on the outside of the ring. I mean, what an episode of War we've seen thus far. I mean, our first matchup, the Divas matchup, ran into a no contest. We saw a hardcore battle between Sasha Fierce and Helga, and then we saw a battle in the crowd between, Chandrella Johnson and Yoshihari Atari. Richard Hawkins and Tommy Douglas just had a technical, phenomenal match, and Richard Hawkins just beat up his friend after the matchup out of frustration of losing for so long. And I mean, now Sato's been taken out by Brian Adams, and now we have ourselves a triple threat match. And now, oh, nice European uppercut there by Lethal Mathematics. I mean, and plus still to come, we have the main event, as Brian Adams will be facing Systematic Carnage. I mean, you talk about a hell of an episode of War so far, and there's an elbow there by Lethal Mathematics. As Rodriguez now back to the top rope. And Rodriguez using his speed there. Oh, Rodriguez taking out both men. And I mean, I don't think he got all of that, as Tony Sparks was able to get up straight away, and Lethal Mathematics was still standing. And this is a weird game plan by the three competitors in this matchup. They all seem to just be taking shots at each other rather than two people working on one person. I think that's probably your best bet in a triple threat matchup. And I mean, nice combination there by Lethal Mathematics. But oh, Tony Sparks back with a DDT, float over at that. And we got Ryan Sparks, who's going to be backstage right now watching on as this match continues, hoping that his brother Tony Sparks can pick up the victory that they need so they can get a shot back at the Goth Society. Ryan and Tony Sparks believe that this tag team series shouldn't even happen. They believe that they should be having a shot at the tag team champions anyways, and you see how Sparks lets Lethal Mathematics go for the cover quite simply because if Rodriguez is out of this matchup, is pinned, it would just be Sparks and Lethal Mathematics going one-on-one, and that benefits Tony Sparks more than anything. Oh wait, inverted double team there. Luthez presses Rodriguez, taking some shots at Lethal Mathematics. There's a DDT by Sparks. So yeah, they believe that they should have to be in this matchup. But what I say to that is that if you guys believe so much that you shouldn't be a part of this match, oh wow, look at that. That was ugly impact. It's now Rodriguez looking to get outside the ring here. Rodriguez springboard, senton, and connects there on Tony Sparks. High impact move there by Rodriguez as he now throws Lethal Mathematics back inside the ring. Mathematics, sorry. My goodness, what the hell was that? Whatever it did, it took out Rodriguez. And oh, there's a drop kick sending Rodriguez to the outside of the ring, and so each man just taking a hell of a lot of shots at each other. There's a famouser, or the Sparks effect. That's Tony Sparks' special move that Lethal Mathematics just used on him. I mean, Tony Sparks would certainly not be a happy camper if he was pinned by his own signature move. And there's a power slam, nice power slam there by Mathematics. And oh, what a move off the top rope there by Hector Rodriguez. Showing his athleticism now as he goes for the cover. 1, 2, and oh, Lethal Mathematics getting the shoulder up. And now, oh, here comes a double team here. Oh, nice there. STO into a Russian leg sweep. And now, Rodriguez being sent to the outside of the ring again by Sparks. And Sparks with a jab, knocking down Rodriguez off the apron. And now Sparks, oh, nice atomic drop there by Tony Sparks. Now sending Mathematics into the ropes. And going right back to that atomic drop once again. Is a boring move. It does not look cool, but it is highly effective, is that atomic drop. And again, back to that atomic drop again. You see the pain that Mathematics is in, and that wasn't a smart move there by Sparks, going for the taunt when he should have been finishing off Mathematics. And there's another famouser by Lethal Mathematics, dropping down Hector Rodriguez. Now Mathematics going to send Sparks back into the turnbuckle. I'm not sure what Mathematics has planned here, as he's now, oh, both men caught up in the ropes, and Mathematics now trash talking both of them. And Mathematics go for the Stinger Splash, and he connects, knocking down both men out the apron. Or up the turnbuckle. You can take that the way you see it, have it the way you want it. Mathematics sending Rodriguez back to the turnbuckle. Now sending Tony Sparks again, and he's looking for a second time. And oh, Sparks moves out the way as he only connects with Rodriguez. I know there's a float over DDT to Rodriguez, and he certainly was the one who suffered the most in that situation. And now Tony Sparks, what's he going for here? Oh, nice power slam there by Tony Sparks. Rodriguez now going for a back suplex, and he connects there on Tony. Oh, clothesline there by Mathematics. Mathematics now picking Rodriguez back up. And just a vile DDT, a huge snap DDT there by Lethal Mathematics. And just, oh, runs right back into the atomic drop again. Tony Sparks has a game plan, and he believes that that atomic drop is going to wear Lethal Mathematics, and it Well, it hasn't worked right now as Mathematics is in control here. Goes back for that combination. I know there's a nip up there by Hector Rodriguez.